We're going to pop Mantra E for movement speed. We're going to pop on the Hunt Sivir, and everyone is just going to zoom on in. And maybe Wei finds a W onto multiple members, and that's a shockwave, and you know, that's what you're hoping for. An empowered Comet Spear, especially with the execute.
Wei is so smart here. He has to go top here. He has to cover this because Tien is going to go for the dive. Exhaust available here for the Shy.
Steadfast Presence blocks the dash from the Shy, and he knows that he is cooked. It's first blood for Tien's Poppy.
Wow, double scuttle here potentially for Wei.
That Crisp had a Bard skin, but
it is just scary.
I gaslit myself. Oh, Wei is gonna flash W. He might be in range with the movement speed. Yes, he gets it, and he donates the kill. Actually, he still takes it in the end. Crisp is able to at least stop Rookie and Wei from being able to continue further, but there's nothing to be done. The kill has already been exchanged, and Xiaohu goes down.
It's like a paycheck. You donate the check to yourself into your bank account. So plus 300 going over to Wei on that one. And got the flash away from Xiaohu, which is very important in this matchup. When you have this ultimate, you can always try to look for something in the shockwave. Drop this wave, teleport for the play, and become a huge nuisance and make a numbers advantage for IG.
Tien does hit level 6 here, so he has to keep his verdict available if he wants to try and punt away IG members from securing these grubs. Chris trying to see if he can threaten Gala on the left side. He's isolated from the rest of IG's team. Xiaohu looking for the Weaver's Wall. Doesn't find them in the pincer. Seismic Flick onto Wei. Gets blocked by the Steadfast Presence. Keeper verdict just for an additional knockup. And IG might just be cooked here in the river. Mako falls first. Wei's on the wrong side of the tracks. And Weibo Gaming are going to start coming away with a huge advantage in the early game.
3 kills. They got 1 grub there for IG. Need to be a little creative. Dragon spawns in a minute, and Chris now has the ultimate, Tempered Fate. So if they can find something, play on side lanes was an angle.
Power stun right on top of Breeze. The Shy, it's a lot of damage with the exhaust. Should be enough for him to finish off
Wei
the kill.
dies.
Unfortunately for Wei, we'll go down to the turret, and here comes Tien looking for the collapse on the Shy. He's not going to be able to escape, and Tien's Poppy is starting to become a huge threat in this early game. A lot of tools expended by Weibo, but can IG still finish the dragon before Weibo get in position here? And it looks like they still will.
There's no reason for Weibo to ever be able to contest the dragon after they can't kill Wei. This is part of the issue I talked about from draft. Tien steals away a camp, and I just don't know how much this is actually going to get. Panda doesn't have ultimate, and it looks like IG, there's no protection for this dive. Wei's going to go to his camps.
Wei said good luck. 0-7 to the Shy on Gwen. Seismic Flick does not find its mark there, but Tien finds the kill anyway.
And they still have these Hextech portals. It's going to be Weibo first to this objective, but there are some flank wards that are available to IG. No teleports available either. Oh.
The Shy with the Steadfast Presence is locked down, and they even had the Tempered Fate to see if he could at least neutralize the turret or prevent the Shy from getting away. The Shy has been getting cyberbullied this opener of the series, and that should be first brick going to the way of Weibo Gaming.
This is also maybe some payback, okay? The Shy playing against some of his former org, playing against his former teammates in Xiaohu, Light, and Crisp. He's like, I didn't think you guys were going to all be reunited. I thought you didn't want to play with Crisp anymore. And he's like, you know what?
This is for finals against T1.
Oh, no, dude. Come on. That wasn't even his fault, bro. He literally carried them to that. He's like, it's not my fault. I bodied Bin. I did my job. And Dragon spawns in 50. I feel like with the items that they're having, yes, Weibo can play. Oh,
Deadly
definitely
Flourish.
now.
Tien is able to lock him down. Keeper's verdict. Light looking for the curtain call bullets. One more in the chamber. And he doesn't even need to use the 4th one because he already took out Mako using the 3rd bullet.
Mako dying. The Shy's going to finally pick up a turret for himself, but it's not going to matter. He's still down 40, and Breathe is doing the same thing to his bot tier 1 here. So
IG trying to now contest Weibo on this 3rd dragon of the game.
It's 1,000 here for Tien. Tien on this Poppy needs to be a big game changer here. The Shy just teleported into this fight. Oh, God.
Oh, no, the anti-synergy Tempered Fate blocks out a lot of the damage from the Equalizer. That's 2 ultimates just gone for free. And now IG should have uncontested control over the 3rd dragon of the game.
Oh, God. They used the Herald in mid. So Weibo, they're going to try and grab this mid turret. That is 2 flashes from Crisp and Xiaohu. Weibo, what the hell is going on?
And the Shy pulls in Breathe thanks to being a Shockwave ball carrier. Off of the wave, pushing into the mid-tier 1. Weibo will guarantee more map control, more free access into both of these jungle quadrants, which will make IG's job and lives even harder. Gala potentially getting stunned up on the wall here. Keeper's Verdict lands for the knockup, gets stunned up by the Cosmic Binding. The Tempered Fate onto Karma ensures that there's no shield saving him this time around. The Shy is now in the middle of 3 people. Magical Journey takes a couple away. The Shy trying to do what he can in the middle of 4 people, but he's got no homies, he's got no reinforcements. Wei finally comes in for the Grand Starfall, finds the Combat Spear onto Breathe, but Wei will surely fall. He's got the shield. Can he get out? Does he have the movement speed? Rookie gets caught out by the Cosmic Binding, and now Tien is on the hunt for more. Slams into Mako, gets the Hammer Shock for the shield. Wait a minute, Shockwave. That's a lot of damage on the Tien, but he gets the Thunder Sky proc for a lot of healing back on the Poppy. 4-0 and 7. Tien is probably having one of his best games of the split right now. But the Triumph into the Thunder Sky healing proc.
They get
IG are the first ones here. No way, they burned this down. No way, they burned this down. 5,000 HP, 4,000 HP. Weibo Gaming stall it out with the Tempered Fate. Can the Shy and Wei secure the 1600? Wei is able to get the Otacon now. Everyone just run for your lives. But Gala wants to turn on the Jets and try and see if he can find some kills here. The movement speed from the On the Hunt allows him to run away, but now Tien is coming in and collapsing on the right side for the flank. Curtain Call separated their escape route, and Rookie's got nowhere left to go. Shockwave does nothing. Rookie forced to flash, tries to look for a return kill, gets nothing, and Weibo Gaming pick up the ace at 23 minutes.
No ability for them to do so, and there's no engage from them, something that they were lacking from this draft.
Meanwhile, pitcher-in-pitcher, a lot of commotion into the bottom quadrant of IG's jungle. Mako gets blowed up, and Wei gets slammed into the wall. Light now 7-0 and 5 on the Jhin, about to complete his 3rd item of the game. This Jhin has been unaffected, unpressured by IG, and he is able to just rock out so much damage. This is now a 6,000 gold advantage, almost 7,000 gold advantage for Weibo at 24 minutes.
Wei's like, okay, how do I finish my 2nd item when all my jungle camps are gone? 2 turrets, mid tier 2, bottom lane tier 2, the dragon as well. So do you have a Sivir who eventually will just be able to be a hyper carry and just clear through all of these waves?
They are so far ahead, it's almost 8,000 gold ahead. But you remember the past series that these two played. Maybe they can close out the game if they get a series of successful picks here. Mako does not go down yet. He is healing substantially off of the shields, off of the empowered W, but still in the end goes down. I am cautiously optimistic.
IG have won such incredibly disgusting games that they should have 0 business doing so. Shy's gonna see if he can find the 1v2. This is stopping Baron, and there's a play in mid lane currently.
Dodges the seismic shove here, gets a decent amount of damage onto Xiaohu. He is living for a lot longer than maybe he should be allowed to, but in the end...
That's the current call from Light, and the flash no longer available here for Wei. He used his ultimate and...
Mako!
Oh, Mako, we just spawned and we're dead again! Poppy should make her way over. It looks like we're gonna go 1 more mid wave, and then Baron being started here. Resoundingly decided with how they've been able to play with their mid jungle support.
Crisp even on bodyguard duty just to make sure that Wei doesn't do any funny business of looking for a cheeky Baron steal. It is secured by Weibo in the end.
I'll find it. That was incredible. But effectively, this game should be over. You can kind of see they're trying to play a little bit more aggressive. Rookie can just walk this one out.
Tien, he's forced to flash away. He's got enough movement speed and healing from the rest of his comrades to be able to bail him out. He was forced to flash. Now he's winding up the Keeper's Verdict to see if he can punt away any members of IG from defending the turret. He gets 2.
If Tien gets caught out,
if that's a 1k gold shutdown, and immediately the gold just evaporates like that. They're making the siege onto the bottom inhibitor tower. 2-man Tempered Fate. Tien is walking up, looking for the steadfast presence to keep them locked in place. The Shy buying some time on the front line, able to sidestep the seismic shove. Wei steps up. Tien getting dropped. He's compromised. He throws out the Keeper's Verdict, but no one can assist him for the side of Weibo. That's a 1k gold shutdown going into the pockets of IG. Can they continue the fight? Can they continue the base defense? They drop the Shy. Gala, Rookie, and Mako have to survive so that Weibo Gaming don't end the game right here, right now. Last curtain call bullet tags Gala for half of his HP, but at the end of the day, IG are still standing. To close out from their position, and IG are making them work for it. Seismic Shove catches Wade, does practically no damage thanks to the power of that empowered shield. Chris, is he in trouble?
Oh no,
Gets
Chris,
canceled on the
please,
portal.
please!
No, Chris, not like this. The Magical Journey's gonna carry him away. Magical Journey and Cosmic Binding at least stuns him up. The Shy caught in the Temper Fate, but they drop Chris. That's another objective bounty going over to the side of IG. I don't know where. Somewhere on the map, the minion waves are pushing in favor of IG, and now they can look for their third dragon of the game.
Okay, TN's can be on a flank. He doesn't have flash, but he does have this Keeper's Verdict. It is all 5 and a shockwave here for Rookie. Equalizer's up as well, and it misses.
Wait, secures the dragon. Objective bounty number 3 goes in the pockets of IG. Breathe cannot pull out the flank. He's forced the flash. The Shy now steps
The Shy?
in a 1v3. He's buying so much time. The needlework doing so much damage to the Xiaohu. He gets dropped. Tien is forced to step up. Light has to carry this fight throughout. He pops one alongside Xiaohu. Gallon Rookie now
Wait,
caught
Light,
out.
Light.
This could be Light's moment. Gallon trying to step up in a 1v3. The Deadly Flourish does not connect thanks to the spell shield, but Tien cannot close the distance, and Light is biding his time. Doesn't
He
have
can
the
kill him.
advantage. Pots Rookie. Gallon throws out the boomerang blade. Cannot finish him off. Light has one more bullet in the chamber. Looks for Mako. Pops him. Gets the double kill. But it's the boomerang blade from Gallon that gets the headshot on the Light. IG all get dropped. But Weibo, I don't think they have enough time to finish the game.
When I look at these fights, Rafa, what our audience needs to be paying attention to is these waves right now. Top lane and bottom lane pushing.
Looking for Gala.
Oh, no.
Gala gets caught by the Keeper's Verdict, but the Shockwave snags Light. Remember, the Shy can threaten him to pop the GA. Light gets a last-minute shield and healing as the Temper Fate buys some time. Gala's caught in it, but Tien could be the next one to fall as the Shy is pressuring through this left flank. Curtain Call from Light, super low on HP, but still trying to fire bullets now to the Shy, trying to threaten. Light able to pop the heal for the movement speed. The Shy goes golden thanks to the Seeker's Arm Guard. Breathe, still running for his life. IG, still pushing. They're still pursuing Weibo. How the hell are they doing this? Down so much gold. Invictus
They're gonna get the
Gaming
Baron.
Refuse to lose.
But he stops Xiaohu from getting into this fight. The Baron's gonna be started here for IG.
Tien is up, but Wei has also redeployed back on the map. He can easily join IG. And the fact that Weibo are so scared, they can't even contest the Baron until it's too late. Tien walks up. They get the Baron sound across Summoner's Rift.
Let's just take some turrets.
Yep. Yeah, just pressure the mid lane while you have the Baron buff on your side. And this is where the superior decision making, the smart map play from IG can thrive.
There is no flash available for Gala, and a lot of ultimates are missing. Tien's Keeper's Verdict has to be a game changer. He has to land it, and this dragon's already gone.
3k HP, Wei sidesteps the Seismic Shove, he secures the dragon, it's the soul for IG at 37 minutes. Tien overextended, gets caught out, and now Wei has the opportunity to make the comeback. Secured here, teleport from the Shy, looking to cut off Light. GA, be damned, because that thing is not going to save you from the Shy's Gwen as he manages to find a flash, but the Shy should have one more dash, and here comes the Grand Starfall to make Light Star fall in the top side of the jungle. This Jhin has been finally defeated for a second time, and IG are on the victory march.
Can they do it though? Baron still for 45 seconds. Talia can kind of hold. She'll have access to the Weaver's Wall so they can delay the wave, and a Tempered Fate potentially to even stop the turrets from going down. Weibo lost this game from 10,000 up and will have a gold lead when this game is over.
IG, all 5 strong, pushing into the Nexus Towers. Weibo doing everything they can to hold the line, but destiny arrives all the same for IG. Run from it, dread from it. IG, take game 1.
I feel like IG's comp is one where you have a strong mid jungle to work around. You're giving Rookie the ability to play forward and up with his front line and find those engagements.
Vision only in the river, but there's nothing in the tri-bush. Light and Crisp are so overextended. Mako and Gala are about 50% HP. Decent chunk from Light with the Phosphorus Bomb. Mako goes in, forces the Valkyrie. They're gonna get aggressive.
Crisp?
Late caller roots up Crisp. He finds a Tingle Bar, but now he realizes it was all an elaborate bait and ruse, and Crisp knows better to flash out of that scenario. It is first blood for Wei Zhenjiao. Tien is the first one here in the river.
Gets spotted. Galio does have ultimate, so an engage is good.
Oh no, Tien. Oh no, Tien. You don't know where Wei is? Gotta be careful. He's able to use the clone to distance himself away, but takes about 50% of his HP as a trade. And now Mako trying to threaten. I mean, Tibbers is doing so much work right now. Chris, does he want to look for a flash tangled barbs? Doesn't find it. Doesn't use the flash. Tien trying to wait for an opportunity to strike. He's still not level 6. I don't know if he's going to get a level 6 off the crab. Cleanse already used by Light. Taunt on the way. He gets bursted out, and now Weibo Gaming have the numbers advantage here. Flash from Tien. He gets the level 6 from the Cyclone and the kill. Now looking for the engage. Follows up with another knock up onto the back line. Gala gets bursted out. Mako and Rookie trying to run, but Mako won't make it far, and Weibo Gaming pick up the feat of warfare.
Oh, and Crisp, he's looking for it. 1 more auto, 2 more autos, 3 more autos maybe? Hey! So 4 kills for 1.
Find the first explosive start in this game too. Now, there's nothing to write home about for Weibo Gaming yet. It's a good way to kick off the second game. We need to see them carry the advantage through.
So Rookie is going to help push in mid.
Oh. Okay, well, thankfully, even though Chris did not have flash, he had the heal to give himself a bit of an extra HP. Waiting for Rookie. Justice punch into the face. Summoner heal spell, not going to do anything because the taunt still connects. Mako in trouble. Has the battle dance. Wei getting aggressive as he dashes right onto Light. Xiaohu now completely isolated from the rest of Weibo Gaming members here. Oh no, Xiaohu! He committed to the play, but Weibo could not bail him out.
But the idea of the play is, I think, the big problem here from Weibo.
Wei trying to see if he can sneak another dragon away. I mean, the smite was a little early from Tien. It got to 42 HP, but thankfully for him, Wei could not get in range to look for a steal here.
Because we're seeing that Xiaohu is dropping waves first and then moving, I feel like it's a pretty big problem here.
Crescent Guard deflects Tien as he pops the Cyclone, but the public execution will fall on Mako, and that's a kill advantage for Weibo. The Shy steps up. Is able to create space for Gala. That's a lot of damage onto Breathe. Flash Pop Blossom from Chris, instantly negated by Gala's Featherstorm. And there's no other engage tools for the side of Weibo. They're just gonna try to scrap this one out. The flash from Breathe connects into the back. Gala tries to at least cancel out for a couple kills back, but he falls to Tien's Wukong at the end of the day.
Like the Shy just 2v1.
Is still too tanky, but here comes the hero's entrance from Xiaohu. Tries to walk through the decimating smash. The Shy is able to kill the Wukong.
He's gonna get more!
Xiaohu doesn't have enough damage, dude! The Shy! What a Giga Chat on the Scion!
Alive, and we come back out, and now, what does IG decide to do? Are they going to be looking for Flash and some kind of engagement? They have Gala having his ultimate soon. The Shy is going to push on top side and does have both his ultimate and his teleport. It's going to be the dragon secured here by Weibo. See, like, Galio can still be in Tribrush here and still threaten for what could be on a topside play. Annie's alone by herself in mid. Oh, the public execution misses from Breathe, but they can stop Annie from getting into this fight and make it an advantage.
Rookie steps up, throws down the stun, flashes away immediately. Mako now trying to buy space as they're trying to fire this fight onto Tien, but Wei is now all by himself. The Crescent Guard is there. Pop Blossom from Chris creates more zone as the Shy is the only frontline member left to try and just absorb for Gala. As he's now trying to throw down some feathers here, still has another Blade Caller usage, but already used the Featherstorm. The Shy finally gets taken out, and Rookie comes over, finds a multi-man Incinerate, but Rookie just cannot compete with the damage output from Weibo, and Xiaohu finds the flash onto Gala, the Justice Punch connects, and Weibo will be able to break through IG.
Fall apart around the Herald. And now that it's going to be the mid lane tier 1, Tien's going to take this in. This could be 2 turrets all in all here for Weibo Gaming. They're going to get the teleport and set out from the Shy to stop that play from happening. Can get to his Infinity Edge. Looks like they're going to be trying to make a play on top side. It's Chris by himself right now, and Ken's in the area.
They jump onto Rookie's Annie. He throws down the 2-man stun. Pop Blossom doesn't even reach him, but it doesn't need to because Tien finishes him off with the power of that Cyclone. And the rest of IG were trying to bail out their mid laner, but they just could not get around the wall. And now it's another turret falling on the top side of the map.
And now they're losing access into mid, and Bessa's moving forward. She's going to take control of mid then. Weibo are going to play 4 men strong, put a 4-1 on the map, and use this Herald to crash into the turret.
Oh, big taunt from Xiaohu. Locks down Mako even through the quickness. It's now Wei and Gala left to try and defend the tier 2 turret from falling, but Weibo have numbers advantage here. The Shy is not in position yet. He's setting it with the unstoppable onslaught. Maybe he can find a massive knockup. Wei finds the first one, and they're able to claim maybe a couple more since now they're on the retreat. The flash from the Shy looks for the decimating smash, and Rookie pays vengeance back to Tien's Wukong off the teleport flank. Lighting
That's Otacon are going to lose out. It's going to still be a 1-for-1 trade in turrets as Rookie's going to see what he can do to this top tier 1, and an Otacon gets them all the advantages. IG, they know which objectives and when they're allowed to, but you cannot do this versus a better team. I feel like they're getting away with highway robbery because Weibo is maybe feeling a little bit of that desperation they've known multiple times throughout the season.
Getting aggressive now, Wei dashes in onto Xiao, who gets taunted. The Shy not in position to look for an engage just yet. The Dragon's still around 6,000 HP. Less than 3,000 now, but IG are just going to say, you know what, screw the Dragon. We're going to use our grubs. We're going to try to play for this turret in the mid lane. Pop Blossom will find Rookie. As it looks like it was also a public execution from Breathe. Tien still has a Cyclone available, looking for another flash onto Gala, but he immediately pops the Featherstorm. Able to disengage. Good Blade Caller, buys some space. Gala finds Chris. Blade falls, and now it's all on IG to try and cut this one out, but they cannot last against the onslaught of Weibo Gaming. In the end, it's only Mako that makes it out alive, but Weibo find a massive fight.
I can understand some of the thought process going in. Rookie has to defend that flank so that Weibo don't wrap on them after they take the mid-tier 1, but getting caught out from a public execution, you had control of that brush. A huge play coming in from Weibo. Nets them multiple kills. Sole point here in this game.
It extends the vision timer, right?
Extends the vision timer, and the clone lasts a lot longer because of it.
Rookie!
Oh my god.
You just took the blast code into the middle of 4 people! He's forced to flash away. Public execution now trying to look for the chase. Breathe is caught up, but here comes the follow-up of the Pop Blossom from Chris. But Gala rise to the party. They are out-damaging Weibo. The Shy's able to stand tall this time in front of his team as well as Weibo. And they lose out on Breathe. And it all started off with Rookie almost making a crucial mistake.
Let's try to thin out these waves and, more importantly, get IG to respond to us first on the map. That turret falling as well, so expanding Goldie just a little bit more.
There's a ward that is getting blacked out by the control ward. So IG now going to try to leash it, but they have to pull back into the banana brush. Breathe is looking for the flank of the right side. Public execution, snags Gala, doesn't pop the Featherstorm now, waits out the knockup. Gala and Crisp tries to look for the Pop Blossom, and Tien is onto the backline. Gala's got no more protective spells. The Zaya falls, and there's still a Dragon to play for. As Mako is trying to see if he can bail out Mako, or Wei, I should say, but it's just not going to happen. The Shy already in the undead passive form. Mako has the smite, cannot steal it, and Weibo will secure the Infernal Soul at 27 minutes.
All right, Rafa, if they can't win with an Infernal Soul and an 8,000 gold difference, then I think Weibo were never meant to win anything for the rest of the year, unfortunately. This is them now moving over to the Baron. A clean fight from them that starts with Breathe finding his ultimate. And I needed to see this, something we haven't been able to touch on because of IG winning that last game, and kind of the effect, the aura, you would say, maybe, from an Invictus Gaming, is who is going to be our third All-Pro team top laner of the Souls.
Tien still has his GA as well. The flash from Rookie, but Chris now with the re-engage finds the Pop Blossom, the 2 members there, but Breathe is caught forever under the tower. It's now a numbers advantage from IG. Decimating smash onto 2 members. They take out the second tier turret. IG now have to run. There's no other objectives to play for. Weibo Gaming gonna give space. They're thinking about another re-engage. Tien looks for the pop, or the Cyclone onto Gala. The Featherstorm is forced. Gala flashes away, able to distance himself, but now the G is popped. Don't tell me it ends like this. IG lose out on the Shy, and Weibo Gaming only lose a GA from Tien's Wukong.
All right, they're going to be able to come back, though. Looks like they're going to be giving over this inhibitor. The turret and the structure behind it are going to fall. There's no way for IG to play. So it's a bot lane inhibitor for trade, and for Weibo,
being able to finish this game and bring us to a game 3 in our final series. In our final Super Saturday of the Rumble stage, IG doing everything they can to remain strong, to remain resilient. Xiaohu goes under the tower, gets stunned by the quickness. He goes golden. Can he stall enough time? He forces the flash out, but the blade caller snags him. Still doesn't go down. Wei is dropped. Now a man advantage. Tian goes for the Cyclone Pop, loss of flash, snags Gala, and surely this must be it. Weibo will find the Shy, and it's only Rookie and Mako left to defend the base, but Weibo prevail. Weibo triumph, and finally, Weibo can take a game off of Invictus Gaming in this third split of the LPL. We're going to Game 3.
Just like last week's Saturday.
And the fact that you have two champions that can fearlessly dive into the backline and dodge a lot of
the interactions between Kraken Slayer, I honestly, it's just mostly that Kraken Slayer is a really broken item, and the fact that you can abuse it with the passive, you will lose out on the crit for your ultimate, but I think Navori Flicker Blades is a really big bait on a lot of AD carries. We'll have to see whether or not they can execute, though. Wei is in the pit. It's going to be a smite fight between our two junglers, but
Gala and Mako trying to collapse now. 1600 on the Dragon. Who's going to secure it? They're poking out Tian right now. 1200 HP. It's a 600 smite battle. Who is going to secure it? It ends up going to the hands of Wei, but Mako is the first one to get dropped in the river. Wei dodges a lot of damage, is able to find the eviscerating blades. Xiaohu on the run, but Wei is being able to just run them down as the big dog on campus, and Weibo Gaming are going to drop 3 kills to IG early in this final game of the series.
Aw, man, I just don't understand Weibo. Tian is pulling away from the Dragon. He is not even in smite range right now. Chris is going to get chased out of the jungle finally. Doesn't have flash anymore. They might just end up giving this over to Gala here.
You want a free kill?
You're in prison, at least for just one more. There we go. It's going to go over to Rookie. So Feats of Warfare immediately claimed here by IG. The ability to properly stack this item.
Now the only people he will effectively get into melee range of fairly easily will be Mako and maybe the Shy. And even then, I think...
I feel like into Rise it's not bad because you can only rune prison one champion, but
sure.
The phase rush interaction's also pretty disgusting to deal with.
Yeah, the movement speed and the ability to space and kite.
Now Xiaohu now entering in mid. Light's also leaving, so this looks like a non-starter here for Weibo.
Tian is still in the area, though, poking and prodding. Mako doing what he can to just keep them out of the river and the pit. Chris takes a lot of damage, so does Mako. He's able to use the phase rush, or the movement speed, whatever it was, to create enough movement. Rookie trying to keep Tian out of the pit. He goes for the steal, but not going to happen. Tian now flashing,
Mako
finds the impale on the Golem, but he has the killer instinct to be able to reposition.
Mako's still alive!
And Mako was still occupying the attention of Xiaohu as he now tries to hunt for Golem, but he's still not going to go down. Blinking on less than 100 HP, and Xiaohu gets killed. Are you kidding me?
Mako, let's give you MVP, brother. That was incredible from him. Kill this Alistar, find the resets, but why are we fighting there? We just saw that Light had recalled, so he's nowhere near this fight. You're Lucian to help you. There's no mana here from the Shy. Misses Q3 twice.
Oh goodness, the Shy is just he gets another kill for another shovel. Give it to him. He waits out the shield. The Shy, does he have enough mana for one more shovel bonk on to breathe? Yes, he does! That's my #1 top laner in the league. I'm putting it on the all-pro ballot.
You're looking across the board here as Weibo. You're going to have a 34 stack Heartsteel. I don't think that's going to be doing too much. We're looking going 1v3.
Shy gets out of this one. He's going to try to do his best to stall the game as long as possible because Wei is taking the Rift Herald on the top side. So as long as Shy is able to keep Weibo occupied, 07 in the chat for the Shy and the rest of IG, as his sacrifice leads to Wei securing another objective for the team.
And I'm looking at this from IG's perspective. You lost the top laner, you'll lose a wave on bottom side, but they had to give up them, get a lead from them. So much tougher here. Heal from Mako to give him a little bit more HP and that movement speed to move on out. A turret now completed. Goes over and shared by Rookie and Wei. This is where you want the gold to be Grace if he has the time to recall and teleport back out on the map. He's going to try and find a place for him to recall now. IG, they're going to summon the Herald to give them mid-priority. Even if Weibo stop this, this is access into the river.
I mean, he's deep. He's taking a lot of damage. Thankfully, Chris is able to block a majority of it without an unbreakable shield. Rookie takes a decent chunk onto his health bar. The Shy teleports into the river. Light trying to create space, dashes backwards. The Dark Procession snags Xiaohu, but no threat comes to him quite yet. Breathe is already at 50% HP. Crisp is also at 50% HP. Good knockup from Mako, stalls out Tien. Cullen comes out, tries to look for damage onto Rookie. Tien trying to walk up and find an impale flank, but here comes the Hound's Pursuit. Blocked, but the reset still comes through, and now he looks for Xiaohu on the back. Wei able to pop the W just for the invulnerability. The flash from Breathe tries to lock down the dog, but the Glizzies are too powerful for Breathe to handle. Not even the 3000 Gobbler could take down this Glizzy baby, and Weibo just get obliterated in the river. IG gonna pick up 4 in the 3rd dragon of the game.
Oh, now the flash. Xiaohu. All right, let's see it. Yakety Sax, can you run away from the Shy? Mako's on his way. This is just a prolonged death. Kaisa is hitting the mid-tier 2 all this time. Soul Point, 2 turrets going over to IG, and it's just a formality from this point on. Soul Point, 7,000 gold here for Invictus.
Lane duo from the side of Weibo. Rookie walking in with the rest. Good knocker from Mako. An unbreakable shield from Chris blocks so much damage as Wei now commits into the play. Yet to pop the Hound's Pursuit. But the rest of Weibo are forced to give up space, and Otacon is the objective on the table. Weibo trying to do everything they can to contest space, but they're down 7,000 gold. And surely this is just an Otacon secured for Invictus Gaming.
It's just Tien, Breathe, and Light. Ooh, Xiaohu actually cancels his recall. I don't know why. There's no reason. We're not playing for this wave. Crisp is going to come back onto the map. He has Smite thanks to his Summoner Spellbook, but it's a little too late.
To making the steps necessary to be able to make that goal. Tien gets caught by the Dark Procession. He interrupted his Ishtal's impact, and now IG are going to try and see if they can bait out the chase. Any Summoner spells before IG fully commit. They're just poking and prodding, using the Darkened Daggers. Mako connects with the knockup. Wei threatening onto the top side. Tien finally forced to flash away. Weibo trying to hold their ground, but they're getting dropped so low. Multiple members below 30% HP. Xiaohu drops between worlds, but Mako finds another knockup onto Tien. And now the Hound's Pursuit from Wei can commit to finding more members. The Realm Warp takes the ball on a trip into Weibo Gaming's backline. Breathe is going to flash away just in time, but Rookie might have enough movement speed. Goes golden into the tower, paints Breathe in, and deletes it from the rift. IG find the ace at 24 minutes, and it looks like IG are about to put the finishing touches on this final game of this series.
It's a 5-0 ace. It is IG breaking open the inhibitor line, getting themselves the Cloud Soul, and looking to try to finish in a top 2 spot here in the LPL Split 3.
It's just destruction. It's a massacre. And IG
back
are going to continue the bloodbath here into Weibo Gaming's own jungle side on the top side. Impale will snag one, but Wei can just use the call of the pack. He doesn't get over the wall. He's forced to flash, but he still does not get dropped. This Glizzy is out of control. Light forced to flash over the wall, trying to kite his way to safety, but Aurora gets dropped. Light will be able to take Mako mid-air, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh my god, he almost died to the Yorick minion. That would have been tragic. Gauntlet finds a triple on the Tien, and Light is the last man standing between IG and a victory in this series.
26 minutes, a single wave, Crisp and Light. Can we see this duo make magic happen? I don't think they've got it in them.
Chris throws out the shield. Wei goes in for the Hound's Pursuit. Oh! Wei is preying on you tonight, hunting Weibo down and eating them alive. And IG proved that they are the top dog in the LPL.
All right, well, they did it.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.